Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Ask Coach Marie. I'm Marie O'Neill, founder of Padma Life Coaching and your host on this series. This is the place where you ask a question and I give my unique opinion as a life renewal coach, astrologer, and past life regression facilitator. Please know once again that I am not a therapist and I will never tell you what you must do. Each week on Friday, a new video is released with me answering 2 questions from the viewers. In addition to those 2 questions, I talk about various other life renewal topics. Let's go ahead and answer the questions for this week, shall we? All right. Our first question comes from Julian, who is in Portland, Oregon. Julian writes, I live in a concrete jungle and feel totally disconnected from the earth. I'm anxious and ungrounded. How can I use nature to heal my nervous system when I can't get to the woods? Hi, Julian. This is an issue that a lot of people have who live in the city. One of the best ways to stay connected to nature when you're in a concrete jungle is to have plants in your house. Plants, rocks, stones, things that represent nature. You can also, even though you live in a concrete jungle, I'm sure you have parks there. You can go to parks and put your feet on the ground. You can walk barefoot there. These are a couple of ways that you can stay connected. Now, in addition to that, you cannot not be a part of nature, because you are a member of the 4th kingdom of nature, the human kingdom. We have, of course, the plant, animal, mineral, human kingdom, and there's other kingdoms. So you're always connected. When you take a bath or a shower, the water is a part of nature. Envision yourself being enveloped in the water and give thanks, of course, to the water, because this is a part of the nature kingdom too. When you cook, here I'm going with the elements. We have earth, wind, fire, and water. We also have space. When you cook, when you are at a campfire, when you turn on the heater, if you have a fireplace or something like that, that is fire. That is also a part of nature. Give thanks to nature through the fire. When you breathe air, that is also nature. So you can give thanks for your breath. Just recognize that you are breathing. Recognize the air, the wind. That is a part of nature. And then there is space. And space is in between your thoughts. When you have one thought before you have a second thought, there's a space in the middle. Give thanks for that space, because that is also a part of nature. So there are plenty of ways for you to stay connected to nature, even though you are in a concrete jungle. With the plants that you put in the house, give thanks to those plants. Talk to them. See if you can feel the energy of the plant. These are just a few ways that you can stay connected to nature in anywhere that you are in the world. All right. I hope that answers your question. Let's move on to the life renewal topic for today, which, by the way, is titled Vitamin N. And N is for nature, vitamin nature. So it is why reconnecting with the earth is the fastest path to emotional balance. Because we are a part of nature, we are the 4th kingdom in nature, our nervous system is attuned to it naturally. Sometimes we can get out of attunement, and that's when we have to come back to who we are. Going outside and being in the sun, with sunscreen, by the way, is one of the best ways to rebalance yourself with nature, putting your feet on the ground, feeling your connection to nature. Because as I said, you're not separate from it. If you have animals, they're really good with helping you stay in the present moment. They are teachers. As a matter of fact, all animals are teachers because they're showing us how they are going through the world and how we can too. Staying in the present moment, playing, enjoying life, gratitude. Anyway, with nature, as I said, we are the fourth kingdom, and there are so many ways for us to feel that connection with nature. Think about the elements, as I mentioned earlier. We have 5 elements. Tune into those elements. When you see them, give gratitude for them. They are alive, by the way. Water hears you. Fire hears you. All of the elements hear you. You just don't know that they do. So vitamin N, we need it. We can't live without it. So please stay connected to nature. This is how we heal. This is how we stay in balance with life. This is how we deal with stress. This is how we hear the voice of the divine. All right, let's move on to the second question for today. Our second question comes from Maya, who is in Asheville, North Carolina. Maya writes, I feel a deep eco-anxiety about the state of the world. How do I balance staying informed and caring for the planet without spiraling into hopelessness? Well, one of the first things that is important to know is everything is unfolding as it should be. We as humans do not know the big picture of why things are happening the way they are. The divine does know. The best thing that you can do is hold your frequency at a high vibratory rate. Be aware of what's going on and say prayers to the divine to have right action occur. But remember, as humans, each of us has our own idea of what right action is for anything that is going on. Your thoughts on what right action is or may be is going to be different than your next door neighbor or different than someone in another state. There is no way of knowing what right action actually is. We just don't know. So the only thing you can do is hold yourself in a high state of vibratory rate. And when you're saying your prayers, ask for right action to occur. That is the only thing you can pray for. Praying for somebody's healing, that's fine, that's wonderful. And at the same time, you don't know what that person's karma is. We don't know what the karma is of our nation, of the world. And all of this has to play out. You can ask for a rebalancing to occur, but you cannot be specific as to what happens. For an example of that is you're not able to say, I really don't want this person in office, or I really don't want XYZ to happen, because you don't know what the big picture is. I hope that helps, because what is manifesting here on this earth plane is based on all of our prior actions, and it's based on us being out of balance with nature. It's based on us not seeing ourselves as a part of nature. We will evolve, and it just takes time for that to occur. So I hope this helps. Please send me a comment or put a comment below letting me know what you think about this and how you're getting on. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here, for sharing your time with me, for listening to me answer these questions. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That really does help with the algorithms. And if you'd like to sign up for my free e-course, please go to my website, padmalifecoaching.com. There is a free 5-day e-course there. It's a downloadable e-course, so every day for 5 days you will receive an email with instructions on what to do for that day. If you'd like to learn more about me, please check out my book, And the Lotus Opened, a memoir. You can find it anywhere online books are sold. I also have a Substack page, so you can go to Substack and sign up. The link for Substack is below in the comments section. Every 2 weeks, I do a deeper dive into some of the topics over here on the YouTube channel. Once again, thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.